Good afternoon, everybody. This is Scott Cole, aka KingCole, coming at you guys live for our coverage of the Colorado Rockies, our Purple Craze and Haze podcast and live show. Our show is brought to you in part by Coda Bear Creations. Located here in Denver, Colorado, Coda Bear Creations can personalize anything you want: hats, t-shirts, sweaters, hoodies, keychains, cups, mugs, water bottles, and much, much more to meet your personal desires. Head on over to their Facebook page, check them out. Check out all their awesome designs and other products that they have. We send a hearty thank you to the Coda Bear Creations team in creating all of our Rocky Mountain Sports Report and our 5280 Zone merchandise. If you're interested in any of our merchandise, please reach out and contact Matt Staffiero on the Rocky Mountain Sports Report Facebook group page. Good afternoon. Like I said, everybody, welcome to our Rockies post or series recap. I'm so much in Avalanche mode within the crease and everything else. I sometimes say post-game show when I know for in fact this is not a post-game show broadcast. We are coming at you guys live both on Facebook and YouTube, so check us out on either one of those sites. Please make sure that you give StreamYard permissions to let us know who we're talking to when you guys comment on the show. We're going to jump into this. We are covering the Rockies recap from the 3-game series held here at Coors Field against the first place leading Oakland Athletics in the AL West. They continue their hot streak and are sitting at 35-26 in the AL West. Rockies, on the other hand, after that series, are still in fourth place, 13 and a half games behind the NL West leading San Francisco Giants. Rockies are currently sitting at 24-36. It was not the greatest of series for the Rockies, starting with the June 4th game. John Gray exited early, 2.1 innings pitched, gave up 4 hits, 5 earned runs, 2 walks, and 2 home runs. Chichi Gonzalez came in relief, gave up 4.1 innings, 7 hits, 3 earned runs, in immediate relief. It is rumored that John Gray went out with a right forearm flexor strain. So right forearm, that's right up in here, guys. Right up in this area right here. It's not the best thing ever. Some tightness, a little bit, soreness and whatnot. And he is scheduled to miss his next game with the Rockies, as the Rockies are on the road for their next 6. They start a 3-game series against the Miami Marlins tonight. That kicks off at 5:10 p.m. So here in about 10 minutes. And then they have a 3-game series in Cincinnati as well. It is expected that Gray might make his next start against the Padres when they come home, but Gray is traveling with the team just in case he gets cleared up and can probably pitch a couple relief innings or something of that nature. Wasn't the best showing from Gray. Like I said, he got lit up pretty early in the game and got pulled. Trevor Story did not play this past series as he was still recovering from I think a hip flexor of some sort, but he is expected to be activated today ahead of the Miami Marlins game. And I believe if we look at the projected lineups for tonight's game, I believe Trevor Story is listed. No, Trevor Story is not listed in today's game. He will probably be available tomorrow and might come off the bench in tonight's game. So that game is about to get started. You can listen to that game on 850 KOA Radio AM, or you can check out the video of that game over on AT&T Sports. AT&T Sportsnet-RM, which is Rocky Mountain. That is the dedicated broadcast for all Rockies games. So go check those guys out if you want to tune into that game. I know a lot of people are waiting. We're 2 hours away from the Colorado Avalanche kicking off Game 5 here at Ball Arena against the visiting Vegas Golden Knights in the second round. I will touch on that briefly. Whoever wins this series will go on to play the Montreal Canadiens in the semifinal rounds. There will not be a pregame show for In the Crease today, but Gregory Doudna will come at you guys live with the postgame show later on. June 5th was not much better for the Colorado Rockies, as they were defeated 6-3 as Kyle Freeland got roughed up in his third start of the season after injury. He went 5 innings, which is a good sign. His last 2 outings were 4, but he did give up 5 earned runs, 1 walk and 1 strikeout on 2 home runs. Gave up 2 runs in the first, 2 runs in the third, an additional run in the 5th inning before he was pulled in relief. To be pretty fair, the relief pitchers did a pretty good job of keeping things in check once they got into the game there in the 6th inning. Brendan Rodgers in that game on Saturday came in for a pinch hit role and then played the field. He had 2 at-bats, going 2 for 2 in that game, with I believe 2 RBIs as well. So it's nice to see Brendan Rodgers getting some swings in and proven to be a valuable asset to the Rockies now that he's back and healthy. The big thing, there's 2 big things on this series that happened. The first one was Sunday's game, the afternoon game. German Marquez secured yet another win, going with another quality start. He had 6 innings pitched, 4 hits, 1 earned run, 6 strikeouts on 86 pitches thrown. Rockies won that game 3-1, with Michael Gibbons getting a 1-inning hold and Daniel Bard getting the 6-out save, pitching both the 8th and 9th innings in relief to secure the win. What a game. If you guys didn't catch it, German Marquez has that knuckle curveball working for him in all areas, and his ERA continues to drop as he continues to show that he can do really well when the spotlight's on him and when he's hitting his mark. So credit where credit is due for a guy. The other big thing in that series was some hitting. Raimel Tapia and Jonathan Daza earned hits in every single game. With that series ending, Tapia is on a 5-game hitting streak right now, and Jonathan Daza, who is not in the lineup tonight, is on an 8-game hitting streak. I think with some injuries healing up and players coming back, Daza may not get as many opportunities to hit again, which with that 8-game hitting streak, I personally think is a terrible idea. I was like, the guy's hot, keep him in the lineup. Hopefully Daza kind of fights for himself and tries to get back into the game as much as possible. This upcoming series, with that being said, we did lose the series 2-1, but we were off yesterday as it was a travel day. The Rockies are in Miami right now, getting ready to take on the Miami Marlins, and I will go over the pitching matchups for these next couple games. This is going to be a quick episode as I'm just doing a small Rockies recap. We'll do a bigger recap with Adam Koppel, a.k.a. the Koppelganger, later on in the week once he's available. But we're going to look at these upcoming games. Game 1 tonight is Antonio Senzatella is on the mound for the Colorado Rockies. He has a 2-5 record this season with a 2.28 ERA over his last 4 games, which is very impressive for a Rockies pitcher right now. He is taking on Pablo Lopez, who has a 1-3 record, a 2.82 ERA for the season. His last outing against the Toronto Blue Jays, he went 4 innings and had a career-high 9 strikeouts in that game. First pitch is set for 5:10 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. That is about 5-6 minutes away, people. So if you're watching the Rockies game, grab your popcorn, grab your drinks, go have a seat, and turn on the TV. It is about to get underway. Game 2, and we'll highlight Game 1 as well a little more real quick. Your lineup for today's game, Raimel Tapia is leading off, followed by Garrett Hampson, Charlie Blackmon, and Ryan McMahon batting cleanup. Josh Fuentes is at third base in the 5-hole. Matt Adams gets to start at first base, batting 6th. Brendan Rodgers is in at shortstop in place of Trevor Story, with Adam Nunez doing the catching for Antonio Senzatella, who is on the mound tonight. The Marlins lineup, they have Chisholm Jr. at shortstop, starting Marte batting 2nd in center field. Aguilar at first base. Former Rockies player Corey Dickerson is out in left field in batting 4th. Duvall at right field batting 5th. Diaz at third base. Alfaro doing the catching. Birdie at second base, and Lopez batting 9th with the pitching. The hot hand on this team is, of course, Starlin Marte. He's got a 322 average, batting second, but both Aguilar and Dickerson carried 264 averages each into this game, while the Rockies' hot bat at this point in time is that leadoff guy, Romeo Tapa, currently batting a 280 and leads the team in average for the season. Charlie Blackmon's the next closest with a 268, followed by Brian Fuentes and Ryan McMahon. Rogers has a 256, but he's been coming back from injury, so some stuff to look forward to there. Hopefully, the Rockies can get the bat swinging. As I've said in previous shows, the Rockies can limit the strikeouts, and have some quality at bats. Then they will win more games. That's been the growing issue with the Rockies, as they had several strikeouts in their series. Let's see, 8 strikeouts on Sunday's game. Let's take a look. What was the fifth? The fifth, they had 8 strikeouts there, so 16 strikeouts. And they limited strikeouts. Only 19 strikeouts in that series. 35. Trying to do some quick math in my head for you guys. 883, so that's 19 strikeouts in 35, 103 at bats. 19 strikeouts, 103 at bats. I think that's pretty good numbers for a baseball team in a 3-game series. So it's nice to see the Rockies kind of bounce back. So it was nice to see. Game 2 for the Colorado Rockies in this series. You have Austin Gomber on the mound, bringing a 1.53 ERA over his last 5 starts since May 12th to Miami against a pitcher that has yet to be determined for the Miami Marlins. Austin Gomber has only faced the Miami Marlins once, and it was a relief appearance for 1 inning when he was with the St. Louis Cardinals last season. So not much going on there for Austin Gomber. Hopefully he continues his dominance and performs very well. In what would have been a Jonathan Gray spot in game number 3, which will occur Thursday, John Gray is injured. He's going to miss this start. So in his spot is getting a spot start is Chichi Gonzalez, who was filling in for the injured Kyle Freeland when he was out. Chichi Gonzalez has a 2-3 record, 4.84 ERA with 25 strikeouts on the season, and he is going up against the 2-time reigning Rookie of the Month, Trevor Rogers of the Miami Marlins. This is the bright spot of the Marlins, a young rookie who has performed very well. He holds a 6-3 record on the season with a 1.97 ERA with 81 strikeouts. I expect this kid to get a nod as the Marlins representative at the All-Star game being hosted here in Denver, Colorado at Coors Field. This kid has been tearing it up. He's won Rookie of the Year or Rookie of the Month in the first 2 months of the season. Just tearing it up for this organization, even though they are sitting in dead last in their division. But they are playing. But it's a pretty tight race. There's 4 games. There's a 4-game. They've played more games. They've played a total of 59 games. They've got 7 games in hand on the New York Mets, who lead the division. But on paper, it's a 4-game difference between first place and last place. 29 wins versus 25 losses or wins in the NL East. So definitely a bright spot for this young team. He gets a start in that game 3. First pitch for all these games is 5:10 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, 7:10 Eastern Standard Time. All games are available on 850 KOA AM radio. Video broadcasts again are on AT&T Sportsnet-RM. With that being said, the last bit right here, this is a battle of two teams struggling this year. Like I said, Miami Marlins are in last place in the NL East, 7.5 games back, while the Colorado Rockies are sitting at 24-36, fourth in the NL West, 13.5 games back, as the surging San Francisco Giants lead our division at a 37-22 pace, followed by San Diego at 37-25, and the Dodgers at 34-25. They are 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 teams in the 30 wins range. So food for thought right there, everybody. A lot of teams are taking off and making it look easy. But yeah, that's going to do it for our Rockies recap, everybody. For those of you who are looking for our In the Crease coverage, there is, again, no podcast pregame show for the Colorado Avalanche tonight, and that game is set to drop at 7 p.m. As the Las Vegas Golden Knights are back in Denver at Ball Arena taking on our Colorado Avalanche. That game is going to be over on NBCSN and NBCSN, 7 p.m. start time. So please tune in if you can. Tampa Bay and Carolina are on right now. In Game 5, Tampa Bay leads that series 3-1. And let's see, what else do we got? We have, it looks like, 5 games underway for Major League Baseball. The Mets are on the road against the Baltimore Orioles. Houston is in Boston. Washington in Tampa Bay. Our Rockies in Miami, and Milwaukee taking on Cincinnati, who is the team we will see in our next series. All those games are still tied at 0-0 as they are underway. And Rockies already got one out. Looks like Tapia did not get on base. So until then, guys, enjoy the game for both the Rockies and the Avs. Nuggets lost last night. They will be back in action tomorrow night, so please cheer everybody else on. And again, thank you to Coda Bear Creations for being one of our sponsors. If you want any of our Rocky Mountain Sports Report gear, please reach out to Matt Staffiero and see what happens. And as Matt Staffiero says right here, it is interesting to see what's happened as the deadline approaches. Lack of high potential prospects. Rockies don't have much. Colorado will probably part with some to draw in some more people. And we might see some people like John Gray or Trevor Story lead the organization. We'll get more into that on our show. And if we hear anything, see anything, we will definitely reach out and let everybody on Rocky Mountain Sports Report Facebook page know. So if you are not following or haven't liked our page over on Rocky Mountain Sports Report, please go like the page. That way you can get alerts and notifications to anything that we post there. We cover everything: Nuggets, Avs, Rockies, Broncos, lots of Broncos stuff going on as they started training camp and everything, their mandatory training camps and everything else going on. Big quarterback battle going on there. Nuggets, again, second round of the playoffs there. Avs are in the playoffs right now. Rockies are kind of struggling, but we're approaching the trade deadline in a couple months. So a lot of action is going on. So please, please, please give us your thoughts, your opinions on everything. Of course, the Rocky Mountain Sports Report is a great place for you to provide your unfiltered opinions. We do understand that sometimes arguments or disagreements happen, but we are always monitoring that page for any information. So for any issues. So again, thanks you guys for checking out our little show, our little series recap. We will do another one, I believe, Friday morning or Friday afternoonish. And we will cover this series that's going on right now, the Miami Marlins and the Colorado Rockies, while the Rockies are getting set for their series in Cincinnati that starts on Friday. Until then, everybody, have a great time, and we'll see you next time. Please join Gregory Doudna tonight for the post-game show for the In the Crease broadcast covering the Game 5 results between the Avs and Vegas Golden Knights. Until then, guys, have a great one.